Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Carr. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's out past the 35. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Sooners in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He wants to change this route. Carr from the gun on third down. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go forward in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
Throwing, Carr. Quick completion on the out. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Unloads quickly. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Carr. Caught by Williams on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. C.J. Carr firing again. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Carr on play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He might want another play. Carr throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. Runs for the tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
That's caught by Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The offense changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. Here's a little room there. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Here we go, ready. Wide 53, ready, go.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Throwing, Carr. Looking left. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, you gotta love when your offenses start to get to this point and they see coverages. They understand cover 2. Cornerback wants to sit in the flats. Safety in the middle of the field. Where's the hole? How can I exploit it? Nice job, receiver running straight down the sidelines, and the timing of the ball right between the corner and the safety. That's really good execution by this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Irish punch back. They score for for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure coming. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And I actually thought the defense had the right coverage there. That's just really good offense, like really good timing between QB and tight end. You got a middle-of-the-field safety. You got those guys underneath. The defense has to see the ball, break on it, but sometimes they're just too good of a duo.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Throwing Mensah. Here comes the heat. Trying to get away. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Hurricanes back on top.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of 2-minute situations. They drill this all the time in practice. He's the leader. He's the guy that can win this game. It's going to come down to him understanding when to clock the ball, how to throw the ball and get it out of bounds to put themselves in a position to win.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Second down coming up. On the ground, it's Young. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. No need to look right or left, just kick it right down the middle for the game. No good. Now all of the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop, nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Carr. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Showing off the arm. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Making side adjustments here.
Over. Tip. Sweep. Ready, go.
From the gun on third down, Carr lets it fly deep downfield. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Mensah fires to the wideout. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He'll try to take it back. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.